Oh wow. Everybody's trying to force Carmelo Anthony somewhere else. He should go play for the Clippers. He should play with LeBron in Cleveland. He should go to the Lakers. He should go. Carmelo Anthony is in control of his destiny. He played his entire NBA career to get to this point. So he can decide where he wants to go. It's called free agency, meaning that you have played enough time in the league. Kirk Flood started the floodgates. And now free agency, where athlete gets to choose where he wants to go. He chose New York. And he also wanted a no trade clause, which means that if he's traded, he has to get $8 million plus on his $54 million contract that he is owed over the next 2 seasons. Now, people were saying Phil Jackson has been disrespectful to Carmelo Anthony, of course. But see, nobody in the wide world of press is saying this is an outrage. It's mentioned only in small fact or maybe a ESPN show or Fox Sports 1 show like Undisputed. But where's the mainstream media condemning Phil Jackson for his remarks on Carmelo Anthony? Because it's not like he's a coach. He's not. He's the president of basketball operations. When you're the president of basketball operations, you are not to belittle your star player in which you're paying like $26 million a season. So, what are you doing here? Now, you look at the whole spectrum. People are like, well, why? Why doesn't Melo just leave? Now, Carmelo Anthony has done everything that has been requested of him. Everything. He smiled for the cameras. He came to practice on time. He played hard every game. He gave you everything he has. But yet, they blame him for being the worst player on the team, or the team he's the leader and they're not responding, as if everybody was playing well except for Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks were actually in like fourth place before Phil Jackson started berating them. They were like 2 games over 500. Then they lost like 15 in a row. So you got to start looking at who's really sinking the boat. So they tried to get Carmelo Anthony to leave because the team don't want him, but it's not their choice. And Carmelo Anthony is like, well, I'd rather stay. And people are like, why won't he just leave? Go, Melo, go. Melo can do what he want to do. Why would he leave? People forgetting one thing: his family. His marriage is falling apart. He's been made fun of on every aspect of the wall, social media, because of it. He's got to see his wife parading around with other people that he thought was his friends, but they have a son together, and he cares about being a father to his son. This is why he wanted the no trade clause. He likes New York. He doesn't really want to leave. He wants to be around his son. So if he was traded anywhere, he'd rather be traded to a team that's close or nearby where his son lives or go to school. He doesn't want to be all the way on the West Coast. I don't think he would have went to Cleveland. People was like, man, they had a deal on the table, man, and he was gonna go to Cleveland, man. They blew it. It's not up to them. It's up to Carmelo Anthony. What Carmelo Anthony wants to do. People forget about that. It's Carmelo's decision. And he's done everything they've asked the athlete to do. But yet, he's been treated less than any of these other athletes. He hasn't been crying in the media talking about we need better players. He hasn't said anything about the controversy, social media, garbage, nothing. He's always kept a smile on his face, did the right things, and they still hate him for it. So, what do you think the next guy is going to do? I'm out.